One of the things that really struck me when I read through your analyst day is that I was worried, well, wait a second, they got to, Oct is there, Ping's there. There is so much business still in these old legacy systems that seem to not be able to handle the bad guys.
You're so right. A lot of what customers are experiencing is just their old solutions that they kind of had limped along with for a while have really proven to be ineffective as the world is rushing toward digital transformation and cloud, and that's really driving a lot of business our way.
But this worries me. A lot of these companies are banks. They're big corporations that have information that I don't want that bad guys could use against us. We saw what happened when that SolarWinds. I mean, how can these companies actually believe in this day and age that they aren't going to be broken into?
Well, I think that's a great point. There's a sense of the old realm. I think we might have talked about this before, was sort of a castle moat, right? I've got a perimeter around me protecting my big safe data center, and that world's just over, right? The data's everywhere in the cloud, Amazon, Azure, whatever. And so really identity, which is the reason I know you talked to the folks at Ping and Okta and others, identity has become kind of a new central control point that people frankly just hadn't paid enough attention to. And companies are rapidly grappling with how do they get their arms around identity. And, interestingly enough, Jim, I think the initial focus was on, as I enable lots of these new apps, as I get my business set up to connect to all kinds of stuff in the cloud, the first thing was, how do I enable that? How do I give people access? Which was, how do I ensure it's really Jim that's knocking on the door that I should let in? And there's this whole multi-factor authentication. I know you talked about that, right? We're all used to that. Now my phone pings me back and makes sure it's really me, right? But the secondary problem that I think people are just getting their arms around is, okay, so I let Jim in the building. Where can Jim go? What can Jim do? That's the domain of SailPoint, right? We worry about this true security of that identity. What data can you or can't you see, change? And that's where we see so much interest from the market now.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.